drives the passenger side, both tires, into the fucking one of the deepest fucking potholes I have ever fucking experienced, man.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, the kind of fucking pothole that
Like 2 feet deep.
tears your fucking tire off, and it's that it was, yeah, man, just a fucking wrecker, a frame bender. I mean, just as hard as you can fucking imagine, jolting. I thought I was lucky. I was glad I had my fucking seatbelt on. I felt like I could have been thrown through the fucking windshield. We hit this fucking thing so hard, not once but twice. Both tires just ka ka. I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Oh, Lord.
It was just kind of quiet for like 10 seconds. Like we're both kind of just looking forward straight ahead, like, wow, you really did just fucking nail the hell out of an easily avoidable, gigantic pothole. What kind of damage will this do to the car? We still seem to be moving forward, so that's good for now. Oh my god.
Yeah, you had to drive it back, right?
Uh-huh.
You were like waiting for the tire to
Well,
fucking blow out.
here we go. It just picks up from here. Everything is coming up roses. So, we get to the fucking, you dirty son of a bitch. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you seriously. We're at 106 minutes, so I understand. It's an, we're into it. 147 minutes deep. But I tell you, this level of incompetence is just can't be forgiven. I was right in the middle of a fucking tale. So, she fucking slams into this pothole, dude. I'm like, you're a fucking professional driver of like goddamn decades, and you couldn't avoid that shit. Boom, boom. We're just, like I said, about 10 seconds of silence pass. Nobody says shit. We kind of look at each other like, what the fuck? So she pulls up because she's in a tizzy. Oh God, I'm gonna be late. Fucking pulls up to the curb, parks all fast and shit, slams it in park, fucking jumps out, grabs her goddamn bags, man, she's in the airport. All right, well, I'll call you later, Like, okay. And I get out of the car to go around to the driver's side. And those fucking tires, boy, are so fucking flat. There isn't a fucking prayer. There isn't a fucking hope of a prayer of those motherfuckers ever holding air again. I mean, the sidewalls are shredded out. And this car... this car is just sitting on the fucking rotors, man, on the rims and shit. On the one side. And so I'm like, oh... okay, well, this car isn't rented in my name or anything.
Did you leave it?
Well, no.
You should have left and just walked away.
Yeah.
Cab home.
Well, so I'm sitting in it for a minute. I'm starting to look around like, because I mean, I don't even think I had my first smartphone yet. No, I think I was still using a fucking razor or something, man. And I'm starting to figure out, like, calling around to find the company. You know, where's the nearest fucking location of this rental? It was Enterprise. It was a major. And the fucking guy, the porter or whatever the fuck you call that guy, is coming up to me like, "Hey man, you know you can't park here. You know you got to move the car." I'm like, take a look at the fucking tires on the passenger side, man. He's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah, I would love to move this car. Trust that." And yeah, so I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" I'm calling. I finally locate them there at Midway, you know, that rental company. I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting by the whatever terminal out in front of it like a goddamn idiot. I'm like, okay, well, no, you know, we'll come and, you know, we'll come and get you. This fucking tow truck comes and picks me up. I'm like, yeah, man, let's get this fucking thing out of here. And all of a sudden, we're driving around and around the fucking airport and around and around. And he's trying to find the fucking rental company and shit. I'm just like, oh, Christ, you don't know where it is? Fuck.
He's charging you per mile.
No, well, not me.
No.
It's all on the fucking rental company. So I'm just like, whatever. I guess I'm along for the ride. To see how this is going to pan out. How do I get home? Well, fortunately, I was like, you know, I'm going back to St. Charles, blah, blah, blah. They had this Jeep, this hardtop Jeep that was that needed to go there. So I drove it back. But here's the kicker. She was going to Texas to, you know, have times with their family. I'm on the road like 5 minutes on the way back, finally, to go home. I'm on the highway 5 fucking minutes. She calls. She's already in Texas. She has landed in Texas and is like on her way to her fucking family. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, is everything okay? I'm like, you are in another fucking time zone and off your plane and on the way to your family's house. And I am just getting on my way home. And that, my friend, was the last time I ever spoke to that person.
Right?
I had enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't you love those weird favors you do for people sometimes that just make absolutely no fucking sense at all?
Especially when it comes to that fucking slippery family way.
Yeah.
Extended family, friends of family, all of a sudden you're like, oh, what am I, your swigger?
Yeah, start licking her fucking corns on her
face. Yeah, she probably had some big old bunions to lick off too, man. Fucking little pieces of corn cobs coming off her hoofs and shit.
It was like fucking hominy fucking corn.
Oh, hominy dripping out her snizzy.
Oh, big hominy fucking warts.
Oh, hominy warts in her fucking crack. It's like, I don't know what those are, but nobody wants to eat my pussy anymore. I wonder why.
Oh.
Dry, crunchy hominies.
Oh, like some corn nuts.
Like they used to be soft, and now they're all hard.
Break a tooth on a fucking.
Oh, they look like teeth.
Oh shit!
They're like
You're disgusting.
they're like crunching down on teeth.
Yeah, she was down in Texas fucking eating hominy with her family.
Yeah, and I'm just getting on the way back home from fucking Midway. I'm like, I hate you, I think. I think I just started to hate you now.
She leaves you with 2 flat tires.
Oh,
Bye.
high and dry. Bye. High
Yeah, it's
and
pretty cold. That's cold, man. That's some cold
fuck
shit.
yeah, dude. I was like, are you kidding me?
Fuck you and your trap.
Yeah, this car is in your name. Yeah, that was the last time. No
Just
more.
like when they cross the border, right? They just come take a shit and leave.
Yep. No more for old Zorro. I was done.
Soak up all the resources and fucking head on back down the fucking.
Turn it into a toilet and go home. I could affect a very stereotyped accent to do that, but I want to take it seriously for a second. I saw that shit, man. LA was a toilet, boy. I was like, man, you really do bring it with you, don't you? You wanna live in squalor. You must.
Fucking Juarez to El Paso.
To LA. Juarez to El Paso. The old Juarez Trail and shit.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a
Juarez
song. That reminds me of a good old song. It doesn't really. I was gonna make up something really fucking puerile and fucking aggressive, but instead, I want to end this Ludcast with peace, light, and love. And it sounds like this. White people feet, white people feet, white people feet, they smell like shit. White people feet, sucking on white people's feet. No, that is wholly inappropriate.
Sanding them cones, sanding them cones.
Oh, licking them cones and sanding them cones. Sandy licky cones.
I got bunions in my mouth, bunions in my teeth, bunions down south,
Yeah.
bunions full of beef.
Ooh, beef bunions. Is that a kind of soup? Beef bunion soup? Yuck. Yole-hee-hoo, 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 yole-hee-hoo.
The end.
The end of the beginning and the beginning of the end. Bye, everyone. We wish you peace, our peace. We wish you go in the light of the words that you've heard. Spread forth the message of that would be like a grit of sand in someone's ass crack. They can't ignore it no matter how small it is.
Like a splinter in your cornea.
Totally. Right under your fucking fingernail, man.
Oh.
Scribbly boop. Nothing makes you know that you're alive like that shit. Right in the cornea scratch or a fucking fingernail splinter. It is now 119 minutes, 35 seconds. As soon as it hits 120 minutes, it's going to go silent. But I want you to know that that doesn't mean we're gone. That just means we're going to have to come back next time. It gives us all something to look forward to. And as I ramble on and on and on, in these last few seconds, all I can say is, you know how it goes.